Good morning, I'm Katie Babb, and welcome to the K&M Morning Show. As we all know, yesterday was Valentine's Day, so we're going to be taking calls all morning long to talk about people's all-time worst Valentine's experiences. The lines will be open all morning, so call 555-0129 and let us know your terrible, embarrassing, or funny Valentine's Day stories. We'll be right back with our first caller after these brief messages.
Did you spend Valentine's Day alone? Then don't wait another minute. Call 603-576-8309 or go online at www.datenet.com to meet hot, sexy singles. You just might find the person of your dreams.
Welcome back to the K&M Morning Show. We had just started talking about horrible Valentine's Days. We already have our first caller on the line. Hello, what is your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Maggie and I'm calling from Nashville, Tennessee.
Thanks for joining us, Maggie. So tell us, what's your Valentine's Day experience?
Well, my boyfriend told me he planned something special for me for Valentine's Day at his house. He told me to come over at 7 p.m. When I walked in the door, I noticed lights were dim and there was a trail of rose petals and candles leading up the stairs and down the hall. When I got to the end, the rose petals stopped. I opened the door, and to find his parents, clearly the trail was not for me.
Oh God, then what?
Come to find out, he was running late and left his phone at home, so he could not let me know.
Well, I'm so sorry you had to see that. That sounds awful. Thank you for calling, and good luck trying to get those images out of your head. Okay, so it looks like we have our next caller. Hello, you're on the air with K&M.
Yo, baby, what's up?
Can you tell us your name?
Yo, my name be Tyrone, but you can call me Big Man T.
Okay then, Big Man T. Can you tell us about your Valentine's Day experience?
Yeah, homie, so this is how it went down. I called up my woman the morning of V-Day, and she was like, yo, baby, make sure you're looking fly tonight, 'cause we got plans. I'll pick you up at 6 tonight. She was like, what else? So I spent my whole day cooking up this massive meal, yo. Then I went to get the Keisha, that's my woman, and we got back to my place. I told her to wait at the front door while I set a few things up. So I went in and put the dinner out, light some candles, you know, to set the mood. So I go back to the door to get her, and maybe took a minute or so. We came to find Butch, my Rottweiler, on the table eating our grub. So I started yelling. I was like, dog, get off the table. So a dog jumped off the table, and as he did so, knocked the candles over and caught the tablecloth on fire, and it went up in flames. Needless to say, I spent my Valentine's Day with the fire department rather than just with my boo.
Oh, that's funny. Well, stay tuned for more Valentine's horror stories after your local weather.
Good morning, Manchester, New Hampshire. This is Martha Bowen with your local weather. This morning is looking like a great start to the day. There are a few clouds in the sky and the sun is out. Temps today are going to be a high of 35 and a low of 27. In the late afternoon, clouds will start to move in and there's a chance of scattered snow showers. That will continue throughout the night. Temps will be dropping to the low 20s during the night. Snow accumulation should be a dusting to about an inch. That's it for now. Now getting back to you, Katie.
Thank you, Marta. Those of you just tuning in, today's show is all about your worst Valentine's Day experiences. And for those of you who have just been listening, it's time for our next caller. Hi, and what's your name?
Hi, I'm Susan. I just started listening, so I don't know what the other stories were like, but here's mine. So I went and bought myself a very expensive little outfit to wear to dinner with my boyfriend Jack on Valentine's Day. So the day came and I was not feeling so well and had a slight fever. I took some meds and rested thinking it would be fine when it was time to go out with Jack. I did not eat anything during the day because I didn't know what my stomach could hold. I got ready even though I didn't feel good and went out to dinner. Jack said I looked pale and ordered me a steak even though I said I just could get something else. Feeling bad, I ate a little bit of it, but all of a sudden I got sick all over my brand new outfit in the middle of the restaurant. It was so embarrassing.
Oh my, I bet it was. What was Jack's reaction?
He felt bad and told me that I should have said I just didn't feel good.
Well, that is good. But I think we have our next caller on the line.
Hi, my name's Heather.
Hi, Heather, and what's your story?
Well, last year I spent endless hours trying to put together the most special, wonderful, thoughtful present ever for my boyfriend. I looked up different ways of saying I love you and put them on heart-shaped sugar cookies that I made. I made homemade candies, fudge, and a poem. Then I wrote down 100 reasons why I loved him. I put them all in a beautiful box. The evening he came over, I had dinner made for us with sweet romantic music and a candlelight. Then afterwards I presented him with a box of goodies. I also had chocolate-covered fruit that I fed to him. I was waiting in anticipation for my gift, but didn't want to say anything. After the night was over and I was walking him to his car, he told me that he didn't get me anything, but that he had $1 that he could give me, all the while he was digging in his pocket to fish it out. If it wasn't bad enough, he told me that he didn't want the baskets. He would just eat the stuff inside and then give me the baskets back. He didn't have any use in them. I was hurt, crushed, and very mad. I just smiled at him and told him that I didn't want them back, and I'm sure he could find something to do with them.
That sounds awful. I'm so sorry that happened to you. Taking a break from those interesting Valentine stories, here's a traffic update. If anyone is traveling to Boston, I would recommend avoiding 93 southbound. Apparently, there's a 150-car pileup that all started with a driver trying to swat a bee out of his car. So that road will be closed for, well, let's just say a long time. For some inner-city traffic updates, the Queen City Bridge will be closed for a good portion of the day due to a police investigation following a drug bust at the Econo Lodge Hotel. Now back to some Valentine stories. And now we have a caller, Connie, on the phone with her Valentine's Day story. Can you tell us about your story, Connie? Well, sure, love. Well, let's see. My husband and I, we don't really have much money, but I saved up for about a month to buy lobster tails at the grocery store. I looked up the recipe, bought several fancy pots to complete the meal, and came home to cook it. It looked great. The table looked great, soft music was playing in the background, and the candles were lit, but the lobster burnt. It was horrible. I had to put it in the oven, and I did exactly what the recipe said, but my tails must have been smaller than they were recommended. They were burnt black. Talk about stinking. We had to open up the windows and the doors and fan out the smell with our dish towels, and it isn't completely gone for about 2 days. Yuck! We wound up eating cold bologna sandwiches as our main course. To make matters worse, my husband was the only one who ate one of the oysters in its shell, and he got food poisoning. From now on, when we want seafood other than baked fish, we're going out for it. Oh, wow, that sounds awful. I'm so sorry that happened. But anyway, back to some breaking news with Marta Bowen.
This just in, the entire 600 wing at Memorial High School was set on fire and is now burnt to the ground. Since it's already second semester, the school board thought it was necessary to cancel all English classes for the rest of the school year. Due to the inconveniences, all students enrolled in English classes will receive an A for the second semester. Talk about a dream come true for the students. Back to you, Katie, with K&M Morning Show.
Thank you for that breaking news, Marta. And now back to the K&M Morning Show. Welcome back to the morning show. And we're just about to wrap up this morning's show about Valentine's Day. And just to recap, we heard from Tyrone, Connie, Susan, Heather, Maggie, and sorry if I got anybody else, but we definitely had a good time listening to your stories. And make sure you tune in to tomorrow's morning show to hear about Botox horror stories. Can't wait for that one. I think it'll be great. So I hope you all have a lovely Valentine's Day, and it's coming around again next year. So here's a quick little snip for all of you out there who didn't really have a great day. Once again, this is K&M Radio with Katie Babb. See you tomorrow morning.